I'm checking
Well,
FS in Chicago. Sunday, the high will be 19. The low will be 8.
Oh God.
I,
Oh
I
no.
I,
No,
I did
no
not
snow,
leave
huh?
anything of it. It's
No.
19 with a cool wind coming at 7 miles per hour. It doesn't say the direction, but I'm willing to bet it's off of that lake. So that 8 will feel like probably 6.
mhm.
Just in case
So like
I,
3.
I can work with 8. But girl, when it gets 6,
I love
I
it.
I puts on a
Oh
sweater.
my
You know what I'm saying?
god. Right? That part. That part.
Yeah.
um, so I think that I agree with a lot of what you guys said here. I think this game, this Bears game, with it being cold, and Matthew Stafford has been known not to be very good in bad weather. He said it himself in an interview. I'll never forget it. You know, the Bears have an opportunity here to take advantage of of Matthew Stafford and stuff like that. So hopefully we can get that done. And then there's a little bias here too, of course. Like I'm a little biased. I'm not gonna lie. I want the Bears to win it. I need it. I want it. I love it. And I hope that the Bears absolutely dominate the Rams. But the thing about that kind of gives me hope about the game itself, not just my bias, but like another reality is the Bears seem to be like they want it, right? Like they wanted it. They win that fourth quarter. They've proven that they can make plays when it matters most in the playoffs, which is huge.
Right.
I know that Matthew Stafford has that history. I know that Sean McVay have that history of that same thing. But the Rams don't feel like that. In that game, in that playoff game against the Panthers, they didn't feel dominant. They didn't feel like the team was meshing. They just felt off. While the Bears just feel like they have a lot of momentum. So there is just there's that aspect that maybe the Bears could take advantage of and actually beat this team. And I think they're very much capable of doing that. So I got the Bears beating the Rams too. Hopefully by double digits. That's my wish. That's my wish.
I'm looking for that Singletary hit on Eric Dickerson back in '85. I
Oh,
think that boy. That I'm telling you,
that
these
was
boys
good.
want to be played with.
Do you guys have the so I take it you guys have Houston beating the Patriots?
I kind of am leaning more
Mhm.
towards the Patriots for the dub for that. So just because, I mean, they just, against the Chargers, I know it's the Chargers, but still,
Mm.
you know, you could be 7th seed and knock off the 2nd seed, So um, we had a taste of that last year where the 1st seed was knocked off by the Commanders, and I think the Commanders were 6th place last year. So
Yeah.
it just kind of goes to show like what who wants it more or less or whatever the case may be. We all know the Commanders would later be eliminated. However, right now I do see New England kind of not. I don't want to say dominating like a blowout of the Texans just because they do have a strong defense on the Houston side. I do see Drake May just playing just a smidge better than CJ Stroud, so that's kind of why I'm moving more towards New England myself for the win.
Pterodome?
I'm gonna go ahead and take. Dang man, these games is getting hard.
I know.
I'll go and answer while you still think about that. I got the Patriots 100%. I'm super confident the Patriots are going to win this game just because the offense is good. Like, this is a good offense that I think, even against this good defense, I think could score the 20-plus points it needs to beat the Texans. They also got a good defense against this offense. So I think there's more of an all-around package team than the Texans are. And I would love to be wrong, and I would love for the Texans to upset the Patriots here and for them to go to their very first AFC championship game. That would be awesome, especially D'Amico Ryans. I'd love to see it, but I just don't – if I was a betting man looking at the reality of things, I agree with Red Jet. It's got to be the Patriots. You just got to.
Yeah, they're a better team, top to bottom. Very consistent, and they ain't playing around.
Very disciplined. Mike Vrabel does not play around.
No,
Yeah,
no, not at
Yeah.
all. Mm-mm.
yeah. And Drake May's having a good year, and he's earned that good year. He's playing ball, man.
Yeah.
He's good. He's good. He's coming after it.
Mhm.
Trying to show this daggone.
That
This-
Bills versus Broncos game is going to be that's defining right there. That's going to
Yeah,
be a
I
defining
agree.
game.
That's going to be a great game. I wish it was. I wish it was with us, but they're having. I wish it was on our. Wait, is that game on Saturday as well? I think it is. Right? Or Sunday?
Let me check. Actually, let me check. No, not that tab. Damn it, bastards. All right. If the Bills win this game against the Broncos, I think they go to the Super Bowl.
They are playing. They are playing that day. They're playing the same day as us. 1:30 on CBS. Yeah.
They're playing on Saturday.
Yep. Saturday 1:30. So it's 4:30 for you, TD, and
Okay.
then we're the nightcap. 5 o'clock for Wolfie and myself. 8 o'clock for you. So on Fox.
If it's cold, that weather could play a factor too in Denver, Colorado, where it's a mile high. If y'all have ever noticed that when the Denver Nuggets are playing, Cam, he didn't realize this. Cameron. They have a number on those Denver Nuggets jerseys. It says like 5123. That is the number of how high in elevation Mile High is. It is 5,100 feet above sea level. So, athletes go there to train, and it hits you when you get to Denver, Colorado. I have not done it myself, but everybody to a man, every athlete that go up there, man, you might get nosebleeds, but your lung capacity will start diminishing. It's like somebody's gonna stand on your chest for a little while you run, and they're gonna use that to their advantage. They've been doing it for a number of years. This is my.
I got like I said, if the Broncos win this game, man. If the Bills win this game, I got them beating whoever they face with the Texans, because that means Josh Allen can beat a top end defense. That's what the Broncos are. The Texans are kind of the same thing. They're kind of the same suit. They're kind of the same spade almost. Where I don't really trust Bo Nix in the offense. Same thing. I don't trust CJ Stroud in the offense, but their defense is elite. It's the same thing.
Here's that hit on with Eric Dickerson when they last time those Rams. Ready to see this quite a bit. I know they're going to reference this during the game and run up on the game, man, but it was a cold day in 85, and Eric Dickerson was one of the premier rushers in the league. He has the title as for the most yards in a season. And look at these 85 Bears, man. That's Otis Wilson out there, the refrigerator up there, Mike Singletary, Dan Hampton, Wilbur Marshall. These MFers won't play it. Look at it. Wham!
Oh.
And then they would bowled you over, man. They had a big sign that said, "Take no prisoners." And they were serious about that. Dave Burson, Gary Fensick. I still remember that team, man. They played defense.
Defense.
They were damn good, man. That was a damn good team.
Yeah, really good team.
Yeah.
Well, and then there were 8.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Who will be eliminated this weekend?
I got the Bills. I got the Bills over the Broncos. I think the Bills end up going to the Super Bowl.
I can agree with that.
I think the Bills are going to beat the Patriots and go to the Super Bowl.
Oh, wow. Well, I'll just keep it to division. I'll keep it to from divisional to championship and just say Bills and Patriots, move on.
And I will say I got on the other side, I'm gonna roll with them. They are my cardiac kids, and we're gonna give it everything we got. The San Francisco 49ers, uh, somehow, some way. Brock has not lost in what's that Quest Field up there? West
The link. Yeah, the link.
No, it's the link now. Oh, I thought
That's
that
not
was
the link. No, that's not the link.
the link was Eagles.
that's
Yeah,
Eagles,
yeah.
It used to be Quest
Yeah.
Field.
It was Quest. It's oh
They-
god,
It's
the
something
names.
else now.
Whatever that stadium is, it's in Seattle. My boy
Brock's
just
never
gonna-
lost there. He's
he
4-0.
cardiac kids. We just gonna make it happen with some guys that we met at the Y and a couple guys in the parking lot and formulate a game plan, make it happen.
Now, what I want to happen, this is what I want to happen. I want the Texans to go to the AFC Championship.
Lumen Field.
And I want the Bills to go. So that way, either one goes to the Super Bowl. If one of them wins it, they get their very first Super Bowl. And it feels a lot more, rewarding. And, it doesn't hurt as bad knowing like the Patriots got their 7th Super Bowl or the Broncos got another Super Bowl or if the Rams got another Super Bowl, heaven forbid. So it's just kind of like there's very specific teams I want to just move on. Like the Bears, I wouldn't mind if they moved on if the 49ers can't win the Super Bowl. So the 3 teams I got right now that if not 49ers is Bears, Texans, and Bills. One of them's got to win if the 49ers can't. I just need that to happen.
Yeah.
Just need that to happen.
Pterodome, do you have your breaking news, Zach?
See here. Always happen on the
Is
radio.
there breaking news?
You got some breaking news?
We have breaking news.
Fred,
So
What you got, Jett?
It has been reported in the chat by Don't Bother Me that Mike Tomlin of the Pittsburgh Steelers has stepped down.
Whoa.
that's crazy, dude.
And confirmed with
Woo, woo, woo.
That's
Wow.
crazy, dude.
That's crazy. Woo.
Yep. There's
That's
another
another one.
opening to add to my list. End of an era. I'm a big Mike T man. But
Me too.
it was just, I guess it just too much. You couldn't get over the hump in that first round. Been well documented. Everybody just been taking
Wow.
at it, but the man had 19. I think he had 19 or 20 winning seasons consecutively with.
That's crazy, man.
That's
That's
only.
insane, isn't it?
That is
Wow.
only rival
That's the
to
end of an era,
two
dude.
other men. Two other men. There is Tom Landry, there is Bill Belichick, and there is Mike Tomlin. Those are your 3. But it is what it is. They needed a new voice, and I guess they went for it. What do y'all feel?
End of an era, man.
End of an
End of an
era,
era.
yeah.
End of an era for a lot for Harbaugh or John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin's crazy both in the same year, man.
Yeah, same year.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, a lot of I think what it is it's just an accumulation of what these new coaches are doing. So they have to get in on them. Like Mike McDaniel, 2nd year, first seed, doing fantastic. Ben Johnson doing great things. Liam Cohen, all these new coaches they could have had. Instead, they decided to stick with these guys. So they realized, okay, maybe we need to move on from this and go get something else. So that's why I think is happening here. Teams are getting smart, and it's time to move on from coaches that's just not working out. And I think it was a great move. I'm not saying Mike Tomlin's bad, but sometimes it's just trying to move on from
It is.
Yeah.
the norm and just have a fresh start. And sometimes a fresh start is just better. And that's what Mike Tomlin's going to find a new job if he wants one, like immediately. And I do agree that this job, this Pittsburgh Steelers job, is going to be very coveted because as a coach, from what I've gathered, you get taken care of very well. So, and I think a lot of coaches would love that kind of security.
Yeah.
So that's why I think of it.
Shocking. Wow. So shout out Don't Bother Me for the
Tomlin to
news in the
Baltimore
chat.
would be crazy, dude.
That would be insanity. Oh my lord.
That would be so cool, dude. That would be so cool.
Yeah. What if both of them swapped?
You're
Harbaugh
right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh my god, that would be
Tom-
insanity. Oh my
That'd be
god.
dope.
They still in
dude.
there.
Oh
The
my
streak
god.
continues. Tomlin to Baltimore and Harbaugh
That'd be
to Pittsburgh.
We're born in
And
Pittsburgh.
it
Wow.
fits. It fits. Let bygones be bygones. Everybody be a professional. And go.
Damn. That is mind
Listen,
blown.
Tomlin
That'd-
is going to TV if anything.
Oh yeah.
to be
Yeah.
clear, that's not happening. That is absolutely not happening in a million years. They're totally not going. No, that wouldn't happen. I would genuinely. That'd be like the biggest shocker in NFL history if that happened. To be honest,
It's a shocking kind of world we live in.
true. I see Val in there. I know Sad Kittle's. She's like a really big Kittle fan, and so she just lost. Since Kittle just tore
that's
his Achilles.
everybody, man. I don't know who taking it worse, her or East Coast Red and Gold. Jess, man, Jess. That is her man.
It hurt like
Yeah.
hell. Oh god.
Speaking of
How y'all
which,
feel about that?
I was just about to say, like, it's super sad that like he went out like this, and it's kind of like every time we get a W, someone has to get hurt. Like Bethune in Seattle, now he's gone, and now we just lose. We get this W, and we lose Kittle. It's like every single W has come with a sacrifice. It's so freaky.
It's sad.
But I love Kittle, man. I'm so happy the owner went down there, got him a bottle of tequila. Apparently, he drank all of it. Which is crazy. I'm sure I don't blame him. You know, he's 31 years old, about to be 32, and he just tore his Achilles. So he's most likely not going to be here next year. Like at best, he'll be here during the playoffs next year. So that means tight end, like a number one tight end, has immediately become number one priority now. So we don't have one anymore. We have Jake Tunges, who I like, but I don't know if he's number one material. He's just that backup receiving tight end that I think is really good at that. We need to get a number one do-it-all tight end for sure. It's definitely a top 3 need without a doubt. Like, if not number one, to be honest. So that's what I think of it. But I hope Kittle gets better and can come back during the playoffs, because that's the reality of it.
They could use another brother in Pittsburgh.
Christian say, Terradome, you should coach Steelers. They could use another brother in Pittsburgh. Yeah, man. Hey, Pittsburgh been good to me. As Sammy Sosa would say. Very good to me. Brady is there now. Possibly Brady is there now. I might be catching the tail end of stuff. That was one of our topics. We were going to discuss one of the best jobs. What were the best jobs to get? Wolfie. I have put together a fine matrix, as you know I do. It is rated on the Terradome scale. And as fate would have it, I guess we need to talk about it here. What I did was break down the give 1 to 10 numbers on the organization, the general manager, how good players are, and draft capital, and moved it out to the totaled it up and moved it out with 30 being the best job. And closest to 30 would be the best. For me, it came up Baltimore is probably your best job to get, with Atlanta being second. The New York Giants wouldn't be a bad spot to get as well. They have a quarterback in place. The organization is top notch. Believe it or not, Cleveland slides in there on this matrix. You got some stuff to play with, a lot of draft capital. They didn't sell the farm away, with Tennessee next and Las Vegas after that. And bringing up the rears is the Arizona Cardinals and the Miami Dolphins. I didn't have Pittsburgh on there because
you have the Dolphins as the worst.
It looks like the Dolphins would be the worst one to get.
Damn.
They got internal problems. They done sold all the ball players away. You don't know what you're gonna do with Tua's contract.
Yeah, but no taxes though.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's nice to have a job there, but this was from a standpoint of organization, the GM in place, the players in place, draft capital burn. This was
I thought
my thing.
I thought it was in terms of like what would I do as a head coach? What would be my list of priority? That's what I was looking at.
Okay, well,
As
do
a
it.
personal,
I just gave
what would
a
you prefer? That's how I looked at it. But because
that,
I think it matters based on offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator.
well, you got to have your own offensive defensive coordinator to come with you if you're gonna be a head coach.
Well, I mean, like for example, Kyle Shanahan doesn't really actually have an offensive coordinator, but he's an offensive mind, so he would want to go to somewhere where he could, he has a quarterback that he needs to develop or, be a guru to, right? Like he wants that combo, that Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid kind of type combo. Or John Harbaugh is more of a defensive coordinator, so it's like, okay, well, how's my defense looking? So it's kind of, I'm looking at it in depth, like, okay. But if I'm a head coach, I'm looking at, okay, well then I'm more of an offensive coordinator. Then this is how I look at it. If I were to be a head coach.
Okay, so how would you? What's the best to worst to you as a landing spot? Or are you saying who's the best candidate? Because that's a different kind of.
I would genuinely, dude. I like your top option, Baltimore. I got Lamar Jackson, right? I got Derrick Henry. Yeah, I mean he's probably going down in age, but I still got my number one picks. I believe they still do. You got a young defensive line, Mike Green out there, so I got to fly. So going around, that's distracting me. But yeah, I think you got a promising team, right? And like I said, same thing with Steelers. That organization takes care of their coaches, right? They have a great media
organization.
team.
They would get a 10 if I could add them to this. The organization, the Steelers,
10, and then Steelers, will obviously be my number 2 after that. Arizona would definitely be my bottom, like number 2. Here's my worst one. And this might be a hot take, I don't know, but it's Cleveland, okay? And the reason why that is because I have to deal with it's the dysfunction of it. This organization does not take care of its players, of the coaches. It's got a poor history. You have to deal with the Deshaun Watson shit constantly, and also, if I wanted to coach the Cleveland Browns, I'm going to go into it knowing that Shedeur Sanders is my quarterback. So I have to believe in Shedeur Sanders for me to be like, okay, this is a real option because he's going to be my starter next year. The fans want it. Shedeur Sanders fans want it. It's going to happen. So for Shedeur and for myself, since I don't believe in him, and I think he's like, bottom 10 quarterback at best, potential wise, right? I'm not saying that's what he is right now. I've always given respect. 1 year doesn't define you. He has time to prove me wrong for sure. But if I was a head coach, I don't want to deal with that pressure. Also, I don't want him. If I don't want him, why am I there, right? So it's kind of like with Jim Harbaugh. If he didn't want Herbert, he's probably not going to the Chargers. It's the same thing. I've already taken Cleveland like completely off the list because I would not do that. So, and then Arizona after that, just because like Arizona was like, okay, if I need a job and I'm desperate, I could try to fix this organization and see what I can do with that.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm getting a new quarterback. I'm not forced to take Kyler Murray, right? I'm probably have the freedom to go out and try to find my quarterback. So that's probably my list. And then like the rest is kind of shit. Like Vegas, I like Vegas too a lot because you can go out and possibly draft Mendoza, who I'm actually big on. I'm a big fan of him. He throws a pretty ball, and I think he's got the it factor. I like Mendoza a lot. So Vegas getting Mendoza, that'd be nice.
Well, it's not a bad choice. It's not a bad place either.
You're not wrong about Miami, by the way. But like as a coach, though, if you're going to offer me $20 million, I don't have to pay taxes. Holy shit! I mean, You're probably
right.
gonna pull me in a little bit. I'm probably
You're
like,
right.
okay, I might,
Definitely
okay, I'll deal
speaking
with a
my
little
language
bit.
with no taxes, right?
Yeah. I'm
but
like, all right, I might not, I'll deal with the two shit. Okay.
all money ain't good money.
True that. True that.
You got a headache on your hands with dealing with
Right.
Tariq.
It feels like no taxes means more
Yeah,
problems. That's all.
Tariq and
Yeah.
and the Tua situation, and just I don't know if the GM's still there or not. They might have fired the GM. That's why it took it down a notch. It hasn't been good at all. And then you got how many players they had a fire sale. They gave away all the good players, and the ones that didn't are hurt or got benched. So
Yeah.
I think their draft capital it's probably better than a 3 because they traded away my man from the U Phillips. They might have
Jalen
got
Phillips.
something back for him,
We
and
got a third.
they got what 11 picks, 7 no 8 or 9 picks. So that maybe you can help out that way, but it just
Miami's such a problem because you got injury prone players. Like that entire roster's got injury prone players all over it. Like everyone just constantly gets hurt over there. Waddle's injury prone, Achan is injury prone, you got Tua is injury prone, who just needs to retire because I'm so scared he's gonna die on that field at some point. And the offensive line gets hurt. Everyone gets hurt. They have problems over there too. Like the 49ers have injuries, but people don't talk about it enough. Like the Miami Dolphins have an injury bug to themselves. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, don't bother me. Said, boy, when Mendoza get in behind that offensive line that the Raiders get, woo, he gonna have some lumps, but he, talent to get you a little bit of ways. But you need some horses in the front of you. They need to invest heavily. If you're gonna bring a quarterback in, invest heavily on his blind side in the middle. Have something there for the kid, man. Don't because you can get the kid killed. Well, you can ruin a good quarterback, man.
Or if you remember, they drafted like 2 offensive linemen, right? Like in the late 3rd round that the 49ers were possibly looking into, if I believe. They have a couple guys that are developing on the offensive line. And I do agree. If you're going to draft Mendoza, still go out there and try to get yourself because Miller's not bad. Like he's a good tackle, but like the rest of the line's bad. So if they can go out and get a good right tackle and fix that rest of that line, I think I totally agree. That's the main priority for Vegas. And as for the coach, man, I'm afraid it's gonna be something stupid. Like you probably don't think this is stupid, but I'm afraid it's gonna be like Bill Belichick or something. Tom Brady, like something silly like that. I would not like that.
You're gonna get a splash head coach, you mean? It's gonna be somebody recognizable and okay.
Someone you're aware of. So it might be someone like Kevin Stefanski or something. They're going to get someone who's proven. They're not going to try and get somebody new or anything like that. They're going to get someone that Tom Brady admires and respects as a head coach already. Because there's so many available, right? You got Mike Tomlin, you got John Harbaugh, you got Kevin Stefanski. You have options on that list, and I think one of them is going to be good Vegas. I think one of them's going to go.
John Gruden calls it the fired football coaches of America, the FFA. you got a whole bunch in the pool out there. We're sitting around just waiting for jobs.
You know how much millions of dollars that's just floating out there because they're being paid because even if you're fired as head coach, you still get the millions of dollars regardless.
Yeah, you signed a contract.
$200 million right now is floating out there that's free to these coaches now. So that's just kind of crazy to me, where it's just like nonchalant, you're fired, but here's millions of dollars for the next 10 years.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
You don't have to come into work, nothing like that. You just go ahead and get your check, just stay at home. They're paying you to go away in essence. Yeah.
So I think the greatest hustle, honestly, would probably be a great college head coach, right? Get that NFL coaching job that pays you $100 million for 10 years or whatever, some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Play like shit. Just be a terrible head coach, and then just get that $100 million guaranteed. Do not do work and just be lazy at that point. That would be like the greatest hustle ever because They got to pay you. They got to pay you regardless. $100 million. I get it no matter what. I get to go and do whatever the hell I want now.
Yeah, they had a guy named Jeff Fisher who did a little bit of that, as well as
did something like that. Yeah,
and Chip Kelly should have just came with a handkerchief and a pistol. He robbed us for a bit, about 3 or 4 years. Chip Kelly was getting money, man. Yeah. They know daggone well it won't gonna work. They went out there, signed a 4-year deal, got fired after the first year, stuff like that.
Chip Kelly tried running that stupid offense, dude. Like that hurry up offense that just was not it. You had older players and shit,
Yeah,
Joe Staley's like 30 years old and you're having him like run a marathon.
Get in shape.
Yeah, it was so dumb. It was so dumb. And then you exhaust the defense because you did a hurry up offense, 3 and out.
3 and outs, and you back out there. Run up some plays. Keep going. Yeah. Time management was not a part of the pillar of the Machine Gun Kelly offense. He had some innovative plays in there. He had some.
He had some. He had some. Glow. I agree.
Some wrinkles, but
yeah. I would say that
it was trash. You see,
if I'm one of these teams, genuinely, the first thing I'm doing is I'm hiring Mike McDaniel as an offensive coordinator, and then getting Robert Saleh as a head coach. Those are the 2 things that's a major priority. Because if I have that defense and then that kind of offensive coordinator where he just needs to be an offensive coordinator, holy shit, that would be insane, right? Like in Baltimore, that would be insane, right? I think that kind of combo would be crazy. Or if you can get that with the Eagles, if the Eagles can get Mike McDaniel, bro, that team will probably win a Super Bowl because I think Mike McDaniel will be 10 times better than Kellen Moore, would be the best offensive coordinator for Jalen Hurts. And that offense, that would be so scary, dude. I would be incredibly scared of that team, right?
It would be a little different if they start calling those plays better and not tipping them like they did against us. It would make life hard for the rest of us. Hard, indeed.
So it's kind of funny how like we this is what's going to happen with these coaches. It's going to be musical chairs. So Kevin Stefanski is going to go over here. John Harbaugh is going to go over here. Mike Tomlin's going to go over here. Next thing you know, Brian Daboll is going to go over here. Like it's just going to be like I feel like 5 teams are going to go ahead and claim coaches that were prior coaches.
Oh, definitely. That's going to be your first pool every time. Stop it, Wolfie. Mike McDaniel. Don't even put it in the atmosphere. Arizona is the worst job. Yeah, I got them ranked pretty low. I got them ranked down there with Miami, but I think they didn't get rid of anybody. They might have a halfway decent draft, and they will get ball players, but they just, I don't know. They just can't get right with Arizona. Something, I don't know.
Some in the water, There's something about that team for sure. And they also play a tough decision, so they can just never get that leg up. Yeah, that's kind of seemed probably to be the issue. And also, Arizona does not have a good history of being a great organization and having a good facility and being a reliable, place for players. Like they have a bad history with that. So, and it's kind of hard to succeed, when you're not good at those things, and good vibes, simple things, conveniences are a very big deal in the long run. So that's why I think that's why Arizona is so bad. They got to luck into going to the playoffs. They got to luck into it. It feels like.
Yeah, bad front office. They'll burn you. And
New York Giants.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
New York Giants is. Can I handle the pressure of the media? Because like the 49ers media, that can be bad. Grant Cohn, issues and stuff like that. You got that also with the Giants. Like I'm not dumb. I know the 49ers. It's not just 49ers. Like we're special. Like we got all like douchebags over here. There's douchebags also with the Eagles. Like I've seen the Eagles. The Eagles media, if you think they don't get enough, I'm telling you right now, they do it for you. Okay, the Eagles media will do all the hating for you for that team. I promise you. They are the most toxic in media craze. It's crazy.
Wolfie,
Giants are up there too. They're pressure.
Wolfie, you know who Ellison's favorite guy is in the media in Philly?
Who's that?
Sal Palantonio. We can't stand Sal Palantonio. He hates Sal Palantonio. Ellison, do you like Sal Palantonio any good? He can't stand it. He just cringes when he hears the name Sal Palantonio.
And then Ellison makes a good point about the New York Giants GM job that honestly, you have a terrible GM too. Your GM is absolute garbage. Okay. He asks his children who he should draft. That is crazy, dude. That is some insane nonsense.
And you sent away Saquon, who wins a ring the next year, and Danny Dimes, who up to a point was had of like a 8-win
injuries, team. If not for them injuries to Daniel Jones, I think the Colts would have made the playoffs.
Yeah, they would have. They were on a roll, man. They won a roll. Favorable schedule, true, but they were chomping up that favorable schedule, running the ball really well.
They were defying odds, man. Shout out to them. Like, I mean, honestly, I thought they were going to be one of the worst teams ever. So regardless, they defied expectations like massively. I thought Daniel Jones proved a lot of people wrong that he's kind of a starting. He's not like the greatest quarterback, but he's a good quarterback. He's got that potential.
One of those rebranded, regifted, claimed off the pile guys.
Yeah, and so the Giants are just giving those people away because they're stupid. They don't know how to run it. Yeah,
he did bring Burns. Burns is a good ball player. He was from Carolina, and I don't know really what they did in the secondary. No big names. They got to protect the new kid that they got. Man, he's showing flashes, but he's hurt already. So you got to protect, and he's got to protect himself. You need a coach that can get to him and say, "Look, man, don't go out here. You trying to be a fullback, And plus they'll have a big boy coming back. What's my name? Scatterboo.
Yeah.
When he heals up, he's going to be a big part of that Giant, toughness as well as the running game. He was having a good year before he caught an injury, and their receiver an injury too. They need to pull up that turf.
Yeah.
First and foremost, that's the first thing I'm doing. Pulling up that turf and putting some natural grass in there.
I'm horrified to play there every time. Like I hate playing there.
It scares me. Whether we playing the Jets or the Giants, MetLife has always given somebody an issue. Every time, man. Every time.
Well, it just goes to show, I don't understand that you put millions of dollars into these players. You're not going to put the best grass out there possible to make sure that they don't get injured. Like, do you think it's an advantage that you could end an opponent's, injury at the, risk of injuring your own? That's wild, dude. I never understood that. You put millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars into these players.
And you got the PGA Tour, or let's look at a golf course like Augusta National, how pristine that thing stays. And you have golfers out there, true, and they're worth millions of dollars, but it's one tournament in the year, and they can maintain one of the best surfaces in all of God's creation. And you got 53 of your best and 53 of the best coming in here, and you're doing it with some synthetic turf that grabs and cracks knees. Dude, what are we thinking?
So moving on to Tennessee, I'll be honest with you. If you are a guy who's like, I don't want to deal with media, right? And I just want to try and build my team and see if this works out, work with Cam Ward, who's got massive talent, man. I'm a big fan of his. I still think he just needs the right coach because that really matters. I feel like that's being proven more and more so throughout the, Sam Darnold and Mac Jones and all that. An offensive coordinator, the offensive mind needs to go there. I like Tennessee, man. If you're just kind of like, you just want to go out. It's the division's not hard. The media is not bad. You got a very loyal fan base. You got a franchise quarterback going on. I actually, it's the chillest job, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah,
kick back, smoke some pot, drink some coffee. Hey man, let's go out there and win, bro. Kind of type team. You know what I mean?
And the media's not beating you up like a New York media, a San Francisco, a Chicago, a Philly. It's nobody talks about the beat writers I guess they're in Knoxville or Nashville, one of the two. Nobody ever talks, man. Oh, that media in Tennessee. Oh my God, those
fans, man, are crazy. Yeah, you don't hear this shit like that. Yeah, so like I would go there if I didn't want to deal with that kind of type of stuff. And again, you got a franchise quarterback that you could work with, and I don't think a lot of people. It's another thing, like I said, you have to believe in Cam Ward to go over there because obviously he's the guy. Right?
He's the guy. So. Yeah. You don't have to go looking for a guy. You got a guy. So I bumped him up in terms of players, but draft capital. They obviously need pieces. You need better offensive line. You want a premier wide receiver to give one of these Ohio State boys to come out there and play some wide receiver for you. Running game, I don't know. As far as a player, nobody really comes to who's their leading rusher. Who would you say is their guy?
It's Pollard. Pollard is their running back. I believe.
Okay, he's okay.
I mean, for crying out loud, the Tennessee Titans, like the Tennessee Titans is such a like in the corner. Sometimes you forget about that team, kind of type team.
Yeah,
that they had a number one pick in Cam Ward, and everyone forgot about him. So it's just kind of that's the media over there, right?
Number one overall. It was like, he's our guy.
He disappeared. Yeah. So it's just interesting to see. Like, if you want no drama, no problems, that is it. And you probably don't get paid a lot too, either. I'm assuming that too. It's not the highest paying. Like New York's gonna probably pay you a shit ton. Baltimore's probably pay you a shit ton. Pittsburgh's probably pay you a shit ton. Like those are some like that. Cleveland, I don't think would. It really depends. They might have to overpay for a mid coach because, like I said earlier, the dysfunction of that organization is the issue. Like, I do not trust that organization whatsoever. Like, it's bad. It's so bad.
Well, while we were thinking about it there, since last night and doing my research on a couple of things, I ran across this with CBS Sports. Tyler Sullivan kind of broke down how he thinks the people are going to hire and kind of what they're looking for here. The first one for the Arizona Cardinals, he said leading candidate, Robert Saleh, the San Francisco 49ers defensive coordinator.
He's got Pittsburgh Steelers written all over it.
Yeah. The Atlanta Falcons, they're thinking Mike McDaniel would be their guy to go to. He doesn't really give too much on this, but if you could, and this is why I like Atlanta. If you talk about meat on the bone, how I ranked them the way I did, you got in place, you got Bijan Robinson as your running back. You got a
Drake
good
London
wide receiver out there. You got a wonderful tight end, at least as far as talent. Pitts was going to be a third overall pick. The defense, they made some strides. They went out there and got a couple of ball players. One of the guys I was looking at for safety went to Oklahoma. I want to say Postman or Bruiser or something like that. If y'all can hook me up in the chat. They got ball players. So you got Michael Penix, who was injured, but he's going to come back. And you got Kirk bagging him up. So, you got stuff there. They can't put it together. And now they put Matt Ryan. The reason it kicked it low, you had Matt Ryan coming in now, and they're doing a whole different.
You gotta help out with that. Yeah, congratulations to him. I agree in a lot of ways with the Atlanta Falcons. It's almost perfect because Mike McDaniel actually has experience with the left-handed quarterback, right? With Tua. So you got Penix, who's left-handed. So you got that relation as well. And I do like that. You got Bijan Robinson, and we know that the running game is Mike McDaniel's bread and butter. And you got Bijan Robinson, that would be absolutely phenomenal. Drake London is a good blocker. He's got
that's
the
his name.
size.
Drake London, good receiver.
Yeah, great receiver. Yeah, right. So it's just, I think that's perfect. Actually, that's probably the best spot I think for Mike. And he doesn't have to move. He doesn't have to move that far. He doesn't have to move that far away.
Yeah. You probably can, stay almost where you at. For the Baltimore Ravens, they're thinking Cliff Kingsbury.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Terrible. Dude.
You got NFL MVP Lamar Jackson. You simplify things a little bit. You got a running back there. I don't know if Kingsbury can handle the toughness. Because you got to have you got to be tough. It'll depend on who he gets as his defensive coordinator and offensive line coach. Because when I think in AFC North, I think of toughness. I think of rain, snow, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Cincinnati can get pretty cold. You got to be able to go into them places, man, and just be tough and come away with victories. And Cliff Kingsbury comes off to me as kind of a dome guy or a warm weather guy. And that might be just the bias of his resume because he used to be in Arizona as well as who else was he with? He was in college and it was
Texas A&M, I think.
Texas A&M, yeah. I mean, he knows offense. He does, but I don't think toughness with Cliff Kingsbury. That's all I'm saying.
The relation I feel like he's going with here in that article is the fact that Kyler Murray was a mobile quarterback, so he's got that experience, so you can add it to Lamar Jackson, and he can do those read options and those sweeps. So I understand where he's coming from, but he's not successful at it. He's had moments, right, but he doesn't have that consistency. And we saw what he's like as a head coach. I just feel like that would be a terrible place, especially for Baltimore, whose organization's more into a cornerstone kind of type of head coach that want to find a head coach that's going to be around for a while. Yeah. Not like, okay, experiment, let's hope for the best.
Yeah.
Wrong. That just wouldn't make sense to me whatsoever for Cliff Kingsbury to be a Baltimore Raven. That would be so bizarre to me. If that happens, I would be bizarre. I would be weirded out. I'd be like, this is a Twilight Zone for sure.
For the Cleveland Browns, he's thinking Jim Schwartz, Browns defensive coordinator. He would kick on over and be the guy. He would step in there, get an offensive coordinator, and Jim Schwartz is a heck of a defensive coach.
I would keep him as a defensive coordinator.
Yeah, great defensive coordinator, but as a head coach,
get John Harbaugh. Go get John Harbaugh.
Oh Lord, a Harbaugh and a Schwartz. You got to be professional here, buddy. It wouldn't be Jim, so maybe it'd be all right. In Las Vegas, they're thinking Clint Kubiak. Anytime you can get a Kubiak,
Seattle,
you're doing well. You're doing well if you get
a. No, I wouldn't do that. I don't think his offense. His offense is not doing good. What are we talking about? Why would you? His offense is not doing good.
He's a Kubiak.
I know, but his offense is not sexy.
I mean, it's not juggernaut, but they're the number one seed, right?
Yeah, but we all know it's because of that defense, right?
Then I put up some points. Sam Darnold was out there.
13 solid points, bro, dude.
Don't think about your game.
Real, bro.
Get their whole year. Look at their whole year there, bud.
Smith and Jigba. That's about it, right? So it's just kind of. I know I'm totally against that. I think Kevin Stefanski should go to the Vegas. I think that'd be better. I think that would just be a lot better.
I don't know if they would want
Try and
Stefanski.
poach. What's his name from the Vikings? Poach him from the Vikings. Give him a first round pick for the head coach from the Vikings.
What's my man name?
O'Connell.
Oh, the offensive coordinator there. I thought you were talking about the
head
Flores.
coach for the
I
Vikings.
thought you were talking about Brian
Not
Flores.
No. I was talking about the head coach. Go trade for them. I think that'd be a perfect fit. Him and Mendoza would be great.
Kubiaks are great, man, especially for quarterbacks. Kubiaks are way to go. That dad was next to John Elway, and
Tomlin.
He's spawning great offensive minds. I think it was he got two sons in there. You got Gary Kubiak, Clint Kubiak. We got a Kubiak. They're really good. They're really good coaches. They it's in the blood. What were you saying about Tomlin?
Tomlin going to Vegas would be hard. That would fit so well. I think Max Crosby would absolutely love that. I think that entire team would absolutely love that. I think Mike Tomlin being there would be crazy.
It would be a respectable name. That's who Tom Brady has a lot of admiration and respect. Historically, yeah, it wouldn't be bad at all. The Raiders were the first one to hire a black head coach in the modern era.
I know that.
His name was Art Shell. He played for the Raiders, and he coached Bo Jackson and Marcus Allen. They went to the playoffs a few times. Man. He did a fine job. The Miami Dolphins, Jesse Minter, the Chargers defensive coordinator. That's who he's got who he thinks would be a fit. Okay.
I guess that's random, actually. If
yeah.
About it. Yeah. That's not even the best defense. Like, why would you go after not even someone from the best defense? Why would you pick at you want to go after, I guess, Seattle? You can't do Seattle. Broncos defensive coordinator would be better, right?
Yeah, they're having a good year. Go
after them.
Yeah.
Bro. Like,
I like the Vikings DC, man. I think that guy
out. Brian Flores.
Yeah, Vic Fangio. Oh, watch that. Incredible. Man, y'all check out Johnny Dales. Johnny Dales links you to a cat named Brett Coleman, and it's Coleman with a K. They talk about Vic Fangio's defense, cover 6 and cover 8. If y'all are real football heads and minds like me, it is a wonderful, wonderful defense in terms of zone and split field coverage, the cover 6 and the cover 8. And the way Fangio has put it together, it is palatable and learnable for those DBs dealing with today's motions. You know what I mean? Because we get caught out there in motion. And you're calling the strong side or the weak side when you're in a zone, and when they take off or do a jet motion or orbit motion or something, it flips the strength, and guys are losing assignments. The way this quarter, half, and half, quarter works, the way Vic Fangio is calling it, if it gets motion or you get an overload on one side. It's really, really great dissertation, man. I think they gave away some trade secrets. If I'm a coach, I'm definitely looking at this, and this is a real football gearhead, way you can coach that zone. It's really, really good. In New York, they're thinking John Harbaugh. But in New York Giants,
I don't hate it.
That'd be real nice.
He can handle the media. He's got that experience. He can handle that pressure.
He's got a Super Bowl. He's won in the league. You know, he
Mm.
knows what it's like to have a decent quarterback. He had Flacco, he had Lamar. He believes in defense, big, and he came from the special teams world, so that's a good thing too.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's more of a defense guy for sure. But like he's obviously the special teams coach, like you said, and then he became head coach. But he's more of a defensive guy, as we know. And you got that massive D line with all those first round picks, Thibodeau, Burns, and then Carter. Like so, you got a great start there for him. So actually, I like that.
yeah.
Red Jet says that Nuwasu commented under Fred Warner's post saying the road ends here, brother. What a douchebag. What a bag
No,
of douche.
I, it's a Seahawk guy. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a Seahawk guy said that
Road ends here,
road
dude.
ends here. What a douchebag. Oh gosh, dude. I hope they lose so bad. They're cocky. That means they're cocky. Hey, that means they're cocky. That means
Yeah.
they're feeling themselves. That means we
Oh
might
yeah,
catch them off
yeah.
guard.
You got that number one seed and sitting pretty. Hey, we had a battle for it, and we just missed opportunities, and they got it. So to the victor go the spoils for a little while. We'll have a chance to shut their mouth.
Who's the playoff quarterback, right? And I think Brock Purdy can go out there and get that. Oh, you heard about the stat that recently about the 4 playoff things. Have you heard about that?
Yes,
Amongst
four
all
four playoff wins from behind.
in the
Um,
fourth quarter,
in the
down
fourth
6
quarter.
plus.
Yeah, I'm
Only active quarterback
CEO.
is Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I'm CEO of Rockefeller Records, and that is a go ahead and inform our audience again, because ain't nobody else putting this out. Just Mr. Lombardi. That's where I heard it from. And
Brock Purdy has 4 comebacks in the playoffs, which is most amongst all quarterbacks in the NFL except Patrick Mahomes. 4.
okay,
And he's been in playoffs. This will be his 3rd time in the
okay.
playoffs.
Um, you know
That's
what?
crazy.
While y'all are saying, is let's replace them with Joe Burrow and all these boys sitting at home, eating them wish sandwiches, and we coulda hors d'oeuvres. Just put that one in your pipe and smoke it. That's all we do. Okay, for the Tennessee Titans, as I read, they're thinking Kevin Stefanski.
Okay.
Or this is what this writer says. He thinks
I like that a lot. I
he
actually
would
like
be
that. Perfect.
he would be a great fit. New quarterback, Kevin Stefanski in there. I think he would like Cam. Who wouldn't like Cam Ward, man? He needs direction. He just really needs players, man. He needs
Hold on.
better offensive linemen around him. And that concludes the list. So what say you in the chat right now? Going back to my chat, Ellison Burley have to factor in Aldo if Green Bay and Buffalo come open as well. Yeah. Also,
Dude, there's a beehive or something that exploded, and there's like, holy shit. Sorry, I'm tripping. I'm
you got
tripping
a
out
lot
right
of
now.
bees. You got a lot of bees around or something.
I would show you guys if I could, but there's like a cloud of bees outside. That's a trip. Oh my god, I'm tripping out, dude. Oh my god, weed ain't that great. That's crazy. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, I'm blown away by what I'm seeing. Like I don't know why that's happening. I don't know why it's a beat. What the fuck? All right. Anyway,
It's all
sorry.
good.
Total distraction there.
Hey, am I glitching? It seems like I'm on a delay.
Yeah, you're glitching a little bit. Dude, I like that hat. That's dope.
Yeah, this is a draft hat. They
like
were
that. It's gold.
These were what the 49ers were doing. I think it was about 2 years ago. They had these draft hats. And I wear a lot of gray, but I never had a good gray hat. I got a Nike hat, but I wanted something gray, and it has a tinge of light blue in there too. So
it's nice. That's a solid. Yeah, I like that.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I like putting on blue hats.
So one thing I want to talk about, last thing to talk about, is the 49ers versus Seattle game for sure.
Yes, sir.
Um, I think this team can beat the Seattle Seahawks. I think it's definitely in the realm of possibility for sure. It's going to come down to Sam Darnold. To me, it's going to come down to Sam Darnold. Can Sam Darnold show up in the playoffs? Because they have it all. That team's got an elite defense. You have weapons on that offense. You got Barner. I think his name is Barner, something like that. He's like 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah.
He's a solid tight end. You got JSN, who's just having an insane season. If Sam Darnold is good, he just needs to be good, they will probably win this game, the 49ers. And if, unlike last time in that Seattle game, there was opportunities.
Yeah.
If the 49ers capitalize on all their opportunities, they could win this game. That's what's going to take. 49ers are going to have to get all the opportunities, and Sam Darnold's going to have to be an egg. That's what I feel it's going to take.
That's it. I didn't change anything from the previous dossier. We just didn't have the result that we wanted, but we have to think about this. Although the running looked horrible, and we got gouged on the backside with their two running backs there. They didn't put up but 13 points. If we could have, if that ball's not tipped and then tipped again with CMC, he's in the end zone. Now it's 13-10. And if Brock would have just seen Sky Moore on that 4th and 1, it's a flip of 14 points, and we're winning the game by 3. Yeah. That's how these things wash out a great deal. Trent wasn't there. Of course, Kittle was. So I think we're gonna give what we call a zero-sum gain on that one in terms of personnel. But Wolfie, it is my belief that when your boy called out late with 90 minutes left,
you drilled him so hard for this, bro.
And I think that really threw Kyle off. You can't do if you tell me in the beginning week, like this game against the Eagles, he knew he wasn't going to play the whole week, and Kyle went on and put Demarcus Robinson into the game plan, and he became choir boy lead singer. I can work with it if you tell me early, but it's just like calling off on your job. The earlier you tell me that you're not going to be able to be here, I can get somebody to fit in the schedule. I can bring somebody in. I got stuff to do. But when I done planned for you to be there the whole time, and you call me an hour before we're supposed to go or 2 hours before we're supposed to work this shift, it has put me in a really precarious position. And, I think Kyle did the best he could, but you can't tell me that 100 of those yards that Demarcus Robinson got was not going to be Ricky Pearsall's. It was designed to be Ricky Pearsall there. Yeah. And I just want to add just that fact. They're a great team, wonderful defense. They can cover man to man. And when you got a guy who's supposed to be your best separator calling out, it boogers everything up, man. You throwing it all on Jawad Jennings at this point, and they were hitting him as soon as he got it. So
well, the one thing that I hope that happens in this game is the fact that the 49ers got enough film from earlier in the year and in this previous game in the Week 18 game that hopefully Brock Purdy saw some wrinkles, something he could take advantage of, and had more film to work with, because he's got to play better. And another thing is Kyle Shanahan this is Kyle Shanahan's demon right now. Right, is Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel's defense has Kyle Shanahan figured out. The reason we beat Mike McDaniel the first time was because of Brock Purdy breaking out of the system to make that play to get that touchdown. That was not because of Kyle. So we need Brock to break out of that system to make plays. We also need Kyle to beat his demon. This is the ultimate moment, the ultimate test of can he beat Mike McDaniel's defense? And that would say that to me if he can reach 21 plus points. If he get 21 points, I'd be like, okay, he did a lot more than I expected him to do against this defense. If he gets some 20 like plus points, and I think if this team can get 20 something points, I think the 49ers will win this game. I don't see this Seattle offense, even with our defense depleted as it is, getting 20 something points. They might get 20, but that's about how much I'll give them, to be honest.
Okay.
So if the 49ers can just get 21 points, I think they can win this game.
And those points are out there. I'll bring up that play that I saw. This was that 4th and 1. We're on their 40. They're anticipating a run up in here. Let's go to the map here. What do we use? Shoot some arrows. They're anticipating run here. You got your linebacker in there. They're thinking 4th and 1. They're stacking a little bit. Everybody's got an attitude of we're pinching down. And a wonderful play was called. You got motion to the strong side or to the field. And that thing was there, man. That thing was there. We let it play out. You see, he bit, and he's looking at this one. He's turned as a free safety, looking here as well as, he's got eyes backside here. If Brock sees Sky Moore right there,
that's a touchdown.
He's got a clean pocket. If his back foot is about to hit, if he goes here, it's 88 out the gate. There's nobody there. You see?
Yeah.
But he just missed him. He didn't see him. From the end zone view, you can see that there was a fake with CMC. So CMC's not in the pattern. He was supposed to block who is that, number 0, Dexter Lawrence, I think it was.
Dexter Lawrence, yeah.
Yeah. And Dexter Lawrence just hops over him or something. It wasn't the best shot there. And Brock just checks it down. He doesn't consider Sky Moore out there. But if that's Ricky P to your outside, I think it weighs heavier on his mind than let me just get the check down going down here and just try to get these little bit of yards. I think I got the end zone view so you can see the block that was missed. I hope I do. No, I didn't get the end zone view, but you can see Ricky P missing this block. Oh, you can see CMC missing this block. I'm sorry. He's supposed to go in and catch the blitzer here, but it's just not the best attempt. All right, you see him. You got to fake it and then occupy him with a block. Get him in there because he's going to be a free runner. And CMC goes down low. He just sidesteps it. And he's up in Brock's grill. But, you got that one, and you remember the interception at the end. The guy tips the ball, and we were driving. I think we were on the 6-yard line. But, things don't work out. It was tipped twice. Way down there. This is it. You're at the 6-yard line here. I think I want to say it's a 2nd down, and we're just going to have him do a little checkout route or what we call a shoot. And it just so happened, man, this guy gets his hand up. He's on the shoot. and we scored on this to the opposite side against Philly for the go ahead run. No, I don't want to say it was the exact play, but it was the same principle of break. He was manned up. You got the man on man that you're looking for, and you got CMC 1-on-1 who no linebacker or safety really can hang with him, and it gets tipped at the line.
Bad luck, dude.
And it hits his hands, even though it got tipped, and it just goes to the daggone DB who's trailing. He's beat, but he's out there tackling. It just riding luck. Them your 14 points right there. I think you can see I got some enhancers here on this. I love this app. This is wonderful. Who's getting his hands up? Right there. How do I zoom?
Yeah, he gets a tip here.
You see it? That's when it gets tipped the first time right there. And I got to clear it. Open recent camera. How do I clear that thing?
It's a pretty
just go back. Go escape. There it is. Yeah, he's right there on the tip. And then he's beat if this ball goes to where it's supposed to go and I hit the wrong thing. If it goes to the outside, he's got blue skies and rainbow pops out here.
It's probably a touchdown.
Yeah. And he's walking into the end zone, dude. But because it got tipped, he has to reach down and it still hits him in the hands, but it pops off his hands. And the guy that was beat, it gets to him, and it just won't meant to be your night. And that's your 14 points right there.
That's such bad luck, dude, because it was such a fire drive, dude. All momentum, everything. The Fire Eyes were gonna score for sure, dude. The momentum was gonna be the shift. That when that happened, you knew like, okay, the 49ers are probably gonna lose this game because it's like everything that could go wrong is going wrong right now, and there is a benefit kind of sort of to that kind of outcome where like the 49ers didn't get to show all the things that they're capable of. So we are without Terradome. He has to figure out his stuff. So I got to bounce anyway here soon.
Well, can you hear me at least?
I can hear you, man. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I think that new Chalk Talk, man, I think it takes a lot for whatever with StreamYard. It's beautiful. I can zoom, I can do a whole bunch of stuff, but it zaps this camera. For whatever.
That's crazy, dude.
It just zaps it. I can do about 4 plays with it. And when I switch it to the old Telestrator, StreamYard likes that one a lot better. It's you can stay here all day long. Hey, we're here for you. But I don't want to use Telestrator. I want to use Chalk Talk because it got better features. Yeah. It looks cooler. You can do more with it. But nonetheless, what do you got for me, Wolfie? Anything else you wanted to cover besides us playing good football, going up to Seattle and letting our linebackers play downhill? We got to play as a unit, play in tandem. We got to make the fits, and for God's sake, be good on the backside and not give up those gaping runs to where they were just wide open. It hurt my feelings to see us just giving up big runs like that. And sure. Be careful with the ball. And we play these guys 2 times a year, man. It's just Seattle. We know they're the number 1 seed and all of that, but dude, we could have been that. It was just a matter of the game. They're not great because they're the number 1 seed. It's Seattle. We play Seattle. It's a division game, and let's line up and do what we do.
Yeah, it's really kind of to add on what you say about the We've played them twice. This is a divisional game. It's not like there's someone outside division who's number one seed, so we're not familiar with, so much. So we're really familiar with this team. So we got that advantage where it's because we all know division games aren't the same. We understand that the Seahawks are supposed to be the best team in football right now. We understand the 49ers are the underdogs here, but they do have that division aspect of it all where anything can happen in division games. So
yeah.
I will also say this, if I don't see anybody when I go live for the game or anything like that, like appreciate what this team has done so far, right? Like what this team has accomplished is something to be proud of, regardless how this game ends. Like it's not we said it before the playoffs started. Like just making it here is already an incredible feat. The 49ers are playing with house money. So whatever you get is a reward, I feel like, for being a fan from here on out. I think the 49ers can win this division game and go to the NFC Championship game. I do believe that. But if it doesn't happen, it's okay. Like this is just not the year for everything to go right and go all in and just, go for that Super Bowl, right? That's more like next year. Next year we have seasoned freshman players, we have seasoned sophomore players. A lot of players are going to come back next year. So it's not over, and just appreciate how far we've come.
And
that's all I want to say.
I'm a big strike while the iron is hot. Next year is not given. It rarely, happens like that. Or it does, to be that team that they say, oh, they're next year's champion. Oh, they're a year away. They're a player away, a year away. Dude, if you in there, cut the fool and act like you in there because you don't know. Dan Marino is waiting on next year. You see what I'm saying? He went to the Super Bowl back in 1984. We had to tap that A. But that's what everybody was saying. Oh my God, when next year, and probably for years to come, you're gonna see Dan Marino in all of the Super Bowls. Dan's still waiting on it. It ain't promised, dude. It ain't promised. So if you feel like you got lightning in the bottle, I don't care who is hurt. I don't care when things are in striking distance, sell out and get what you got to get and go where you got to go. Because I don't, man, Robert Saleh could get a job. They already saying he could go to Arizona next year. Somebody could take away Brent Boyer, and that's a side note too. The reason why our special teams kind of seemingly plateaued and they're not as devastating as they were is because we've accumulated so many injuries. All those special teamers have to play. Linebackers and safeties make up your special teams. Where have we been hurt the most? and tight ends. Everybody's got to play now. So now your special teamers are practice guys, practice player guys. So, but I can't. I'd be remiss if I didn't say how great of a job that Brent Boyer did here, going from the 32nd ranked special teams to the second ranked special teams in the National Football League. That's a accomplishment to him. And Wolfie, we just got haters who are sitting around and waiting for the demise and will celebrate the demise of the San Francisco 49ers. And they are wearing 49er gear and they report for the 49ers so they can just say, I told you, it wouldn't happen. I told you. And F them. You are fakeful. That's you just holding, throwing rocks and hiding your hand. And
oh my God, breaking news.
We had a great year. We're going to do the absolute best we can. And I'm going up here to win this game. Steal it and come back home. And then if we got to play the Rams again, we will play the Rams again for the NFC Championship. We have been here before. Nobody's unbeatable.
That's true. Any given Sunday, man. Any given Sunday.
Line them up and we'll see.
Yeah. Val just said they opened up Fred Warner's practice window.
Mm.
That's what Val just said.
And if I got Kylie Young out here, he probably
Let me double
facts.
check.
TD, I love that, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, I put the facts on there. Val B is she's got her ear to the ground out there, like on how they used to see if the train was coming. You just you listen to the thing. Oh yeah, it's about 20 minutes out. Like she like radar. Um,
I don't see anything on it.
he was getting pretty close. He was getting pretty close, but
Yeah, I heard that there's potential, but I don't see any posts or anything like that about that. Got
and
me all excited.
this this is something Callie Young mentioned as well. Shout out to my CFO Rockefeller Records. Having Siegel over Brown will help. I totally agree. I totally agree. Brown is a liability in coverage, man.
Mm.
Brown is like what can Brown do for you? Now he's good against a run, that's gonna help, but Siegel, man, I really think we should have leaned on him more this year. He was instrumental in the big win against the Rams the first time.
Yeah,
And hey
he's
man,
such a solid player. He's gonna be he's a future starter for sure.
mhm, should have been now. He's next
Should have been
year's
now.
yeah.
Him next to Mustafa. We are safeties. Yeah.
You know, I think you go with that. I wasn't people didn't like Pinnock very much, man, but Pinnock gave you some veteran leadership. I had some cut ups of him on the sideline saying, no, we got to look at it this way. We got to go this way with it because that's how the defense is supposed to be structured. And he doesn't have all the athletic attributes that he used to have, but man, that veteran, man, ain't nothing like good veteran leadership in that secondary, man. Because more points are produced off of blown coverages than they are off of inadequate athleticism. You know what I mean? I should say more explosive plays come from blown coverages than they do, oh, that guy just faster than me. You know what I mean? You usually just bust the coverage, and anytime you can have some leadership, some know-how, some wisdom, some mentoring in that defensive backfield to say, hey, when he goes in slip motion, we're just bumping, or if we're in man, run across with him. Changing the Ringo, which is strong right, to the Louis, which is strong left, and knowing when to do that. That helps tremendous, man. It does.
So it's official. The 49ers have opened up Fred Warner's. I just checked. It's true. That's crazy. Fred Warner his window has been open, which doesn't mean he's going to play on Saturday, but that's a huge sign. That is a great sign. That means he most likely will play probably if we go to the championship.
If you go to championship game, Fred say I'll be there, and I believe him. And this the type of guys we got, man. That damn Fred Warner, a warrior. And just get there. All you gotta do is just get there. You don't know what's gonna happen after this week. Maybe the Rams or maybe the Bears might, slip and show you some slippage or some weaknesses or something like that. But just get there. Let's handle this. Don't blow this opportunity. Don't call out an hour before the game.
Demarcus Robinson be like, yo.
DeMarcus can sing his part. Put DeMarcus in there. I trust DeMarcus more than I do Ricky P. I am out on him. I'm done.
You gotta be done with him after this year.
No. I'm done.
Yeah, man. Come on.
Done. You done showed me everything.
He's gonna make a game-winning touchdown soon.
No, man. No, well, he might. Wolfie, he might go for 1,200 next year. But Wolfie, don't count on it.
You're done with these Gators, dude. That's hilarious.
If it happened, it will be a happy accident. I'm done on him, and I believe Kyle done on him too.
So I just checked, and Ricky Pearsall would be limited in participant practices today if they were practicing. So that means when they practice tomorrow, they will be Ricky Pearsall should be limited. So that means he'll probably play.
Yeah. Wolfie, do you play spades?
I have played spades before, and it is a brutal game.
Okay.
Brutal game.
At the beginning of spades, you count your books. You and your partner will count your books, which you think will win in the prospective hand. And you'll tell your partner, I got 4, I got 3. You look at your hand, you look for face cards, and you look for spades because you feel like you can win those trumps. There are a couple of cards, like the Jack of Hearts. I don't count that Jack of Hearts because I know it's probably going to get cut. It's probably going to make it. It's probably not going to make it. I don't count it.
Are you saying Ricky Pearsall is a Jack of Hearts?
I'm saying Ricky Pearsall is a Jack of Hearts. Exactly. I don't count that book.
All right, man. He's gonna go out there. He's gonna ball out, bro. All right.
That was a beautiful reference. Y'all got to give me some love in the chat. That was a beautiful
You're like, I worked on
those of y'all that
so
play
hard.
spades. If y'all can't get that one, man, I'm preaching better than y'all amening right now. I don't count
That's
that book.
funny.
Now I'm gonna play it. It's in my hand. I'm gonna play the Jack some kind of way, but do not put me down for 4 books. Oh, I'm
like Queen of Spades.
I'm only counting Ace and the King, and maybe the Queen, but I know damn well that Jack ain't gonna walk.
All right.
All right, man.
All right, man. I gotta bounce.
It's been wonderful. You and shout out to Ms. Red Jet Shell. Thank you so much for coming in here. Pinch hitting. She's a left-hander. She came in here. It was supposed to just be all of us, and I think